It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cowboys and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led by Teddy Bridgewater in his 8th season now in the NFL.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback and makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. At the 26-yard line. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Bridgewater finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. And leading him out from UNC in his 5th season, it's Mitchell Trubisky.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. Well, We thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A carry here for Hunt. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bridgewater now. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw, Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 7 yards to pick up there. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 6 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
This is swung out to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tag.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first down. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a roll. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace. Now,
if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the point after. and that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 12-3 your score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Trubisky looking for Shepard deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Bridgewater. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Bridgewater. Swings this out for Hunt. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. Williams brings it in. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there at 22.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
1st down, Bridgewater. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Bridgewater. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Bridgewater now. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Looking for Shepard deep. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here is Eckler. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On second down, it's Hunt, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
A gain of a yard brings brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short to give it to tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Chargers to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Bridgewater. Caught left side, Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And this one too low. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up the 3rd down and 10 yards today.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Here we go.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And without as much fanfare as you might expect, Amari Cooper's gone over 1,000 yards in 5 of his 6 NFL seasons. And even without Dak Prescott for much of last year, he finished with a career-high 92 catches.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Ooh, with a juke. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is recovered by the Chargers. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Fights him off, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 63 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Hunt. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. He's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
He fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt, Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Bridgewater will try and throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Trubisky. This is swung out to Eckler. Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky to throw. He hits Beasley right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing here, Trubisky. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. The kick by Bass is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
They run with Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give right side now to Hunt. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try to run with Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he's into the end zone. touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And they'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find Kmet. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chargers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.